talking about angles. I'm going to upload a video of a great video on the basics of angles, things that you learned in 4th and 5th and 6th grade. So it's just building it all up. It's a great review video. So if you have not watched that angles review video, I need you to watch it first before you move on to this one. Or you can finish this one, but make sure you watch that angle video. Because it talks about reminding you about acute, obtuse, right angles, straight angles, parallel lines, perpendicular, and all of these words that you've heard for a long time. And so it just gives you back some memory on those videos or those angles. And I would show that video if we were in class. All right, so what we're going to do today is supplementary and complementary angles. Remember, from your vocabulary, if you've looked at it, those are 2 words on there. Supplementary is when I add my angles together, they equal 180 degrees. A straight line when I add the 2 together. Complementary angles, the sum is 90 degrees. So here's a good way to remember. Complementary is 90 degrees. 90 degrees is a right angle. 90 degrees is a right angle. It is right to give a complement. Oh, Miss Beck, that's the greatest. It is the right thing to do to give a complement. So complementary angles, the sum is 90 degrees. Just a little way to remember things. And supplementary, I'm sorry, I don't have anything real snazzy, but as long as you can remember the complementary is 90, then the other one is 180. That's what we always say. All right, how is this going to relate to a math problem? Glad you asked. All right, so number 1, it says, what is the complement to 75 degrees? Well, what does the word complement mean? The right thing to do, or 90 degrees. So if it's a complement, we're going to subtract what we know. And 90 minus 75 is 15 degrees. 90 degrees, 75 degrees is 15 degrees. So the complement to a 75 degree angle is a 15 degree angle. Because if I added those 2 together, the sum, if I added them together, it would be 90 degrees, which is a complementary angle. All right, what is the supplement to 43 degrees? Supplement is 180 degrees. So we subtract what we know. So we have, I've got my handy dandy little calculator. 180 minus 43 is 137 degrees. Well, what does that mean? If I add 43 and 137, those would equal 180 degrees, and then they would be supplementary angles. The sum is 180. All right, so here's a picture. 90 degrees, represented by the box here in the corner. So if the whole total angle is 90 degrees, how many degrees do I know? How many degrees is shown here in the problem? 25. So if I subtract 90 minus 25, what's left for the empty spot? 65 degrees. And that's my answer for the variable x here in the blank. All right, number 4. Oh, supplementary. Remember 180? 180 is a straight line. 180 is a straight line. So I have 180 degrees minus what I know. So 180 minus 50 degrees is 130 degrees. That's what's left for this to be supplementary angles. Pretty easy, pretty easy. All right, we have another straight line. All right, this time we're given two angles that we know. Well, we know this is a straight line, so we know that's 180 degrees. So what are the two angles that we know? 16 and 80. So we can subtract 16 and subtract 80. So 180 minus 16 minus 80 is 84 degrees. Miss Beck, can I add those two together and then subtract from 180? Sure, that's fine. You can add those two together to make it 96 and then subtract from 180. Either way,